It's always so important to remember what intuition's role is. Intuition is a skill, is a capacity that you develop that supports you to bridge the gap from wherever you are to wherever it is you want to go, whatever outcome it is you want to fulfill, whatever result it is you want to get. But intuition cannot name for you the outcome or the result that you should get for yourself. That's your job. You have to decide what is the vision, what is the benchmark, what is the outcome that you want to fulfill. And then once you have named what that vision is, what it is that you're wanting to fulfill in your life, who it is you're wanting to become in as specific way as possible, then intuition can support bridging the gap from wherever you are to the fulfillment of that outcome. And in order for intuition to do that job, you've got to name it clearly. That's step one. And then number two, you've got to acknowledge that outcome with regularity. I know that that sounds overly simplistic, but very, very few people wake up and know what they're looking to fulfill each and every day. Meaning it's as simple as waking up and acknowledging the outcome you want to fulfill, acknowledging the result you want to get in your life. And by focusing on that outcome and that result with consistency, your intuitive capacities within your brain are going to start prioritizing that outcome and start solving the equation of how do we make it happen. And so you're always activating intuition on your behalf. A lot of us it's happening at an unconscious level by way of stuff that we're focusing on with regularity. And so if you focus on with regularity why it is you're sad, or the challenges that are going on in your life, or why is it you haven't yet fulfilled that which you want to fulfill, and we're focusing on the amount of money we don't have, or how our debts are piling up, then what happens is that's what we focus on with regularity. Intuition gets sabotaged by way of our focusing unconsciously on things that are not important to us, or that we actually don't want to see occur. And so it's a little bit counterintuitive. We've got to develop the discipline of mind and the capacity of mental focus such that our attention of the mind regularly goes to who we want to become, that which we want to create, and the experience of life we want to have. And if we acknowledge with regularity the outcomes that we want to attain in our life, intuition will start working on your behalf. You start turning on the mechanisms of intuition in the brain, and it'll start solving the equation for you and on your behalf. And then without you even realizing it, you're going to start making micro choices and decisions that you don't even realize you're making, that start nudging you toward the fulfillment of those outcomes as intuition starts guiding you bit by bit more and more. And then before you know it, the outcome and the result ends up occurring in your life. But you have to be an active participant in order for intuition to support you in the game of life, in the creation of your life in a very focused and consistent way. And so remember, start your job with naming with clarity that which you want to create as specifically as possible. And then number two, write it down, as corny as it may sound, on a piece of paper, and just read it to yourself upon waking every day and right before you go to bed. So you're placing your attention on it with regularity and consistently. The more often you affirm it or acknowledge it throughout your day, the better and the more powerfully you're going to activate intuition, and it's going to support you to bridge that gap. Enjoy the process of truly creating the life in which you want to live.